Chapter 6 Book Vistas On the Face of It, written by Susan Hill. This is a play featuring an old man and a small boy meeting in the farmer's garden. The old man strikes up a friendship with the boy who is very withdrawn. Now, withdrawn means a person who is very quiet, not wanting to talk to other persons, and a very defiant, a disobedient boy. What is the bond that unites the two? Now, if you see, there are only two characters in this play. One is Mr. Lamb, the old man. He's crippled, he's handicapped, he has a tin leg. Okay, his leg has been blown off in the war, but he enjoys life despite his handicap. And the other character in the play is Derry, whose name is Derek. Okay, short as Derek. He's a 14-year-old boy with one side of his face disfigured in an accident. Now, this is a boy who is very withdrawn, who is very shy and defiant. But in the end, he learns how to live from Mr. Lamb. Now, if we see the theme of the play is the consequence of physical impairment on the affected person's body, mind, and soul. This is the main theme, that how these physically impaired people, how they are hurt emotionally, they are hurt physically, and not only their body is affected by this impairment, but their mind and soul are also affected. The actual pain and inconvenience caused by the disability is very less when we see that they are alienated by the society. People, they don't want to mix up with them. They feel that they are very different, they are very strange. And they think that person who has lost an organ and who has suffered from some deformity, or they have some disfigured face, they should be confined to hospital, or they should be allowed to move in the company of some other people who are disabled only. No normal person would like to be friendly with them. So this attitude of the persons towards the victims makes the situation very grim for them. They are very sorrowful with this situation. And the poet says that these people, they should be made friendly with others. The poet gives us a message that we have to be considerate with them. We have to be very, very thoughtful. Okay, one side we should appreciate that how they are dealing with their physical disability. Now, apparently, if you see on the above, the play seems to be just an interaction between the two persons. There are only two characters in the play, and they are interacting. That is the old man, Mr. Lamb, and the 14-year-old boy, Derry. Right? And both suffer from physical impairment. Okay, now this is a drama of ideas. It has very, very less physical action. There is no physical action because this is a drama of ideas. Okay, the old man's efforts to strike friendship with the boy of 14, who is very, very withdrawn, who is very, very shy, seems to be the main issue. That is the main issue. And the old man, how he revives livelihood in the boy, how he makes him joyful, that is very, very appreciable. And as we go further reading this play, we learn that the mental pain, the emotional vacuum, and the physical pain that these people they undergo, that is very, very demanding on them. That makes them very, very hurt, and it inspires people, I told you, like Derry, who have some physical blemish. Now, this is again very, very important point I'm coming to. And in the end, it inspires people like Derry, who have some physical pain, who have some physical blemish, to ignore it and to ignore the comments of the people also and move ahead. They should set some goals for themselves, and they should strive to outshine others. They should work hard. They should compete with other people like any other normal person. And so we can see that this play gives us a lot of message. First of all, we should not make the physical impairment of these people as a handicap for them. We should be very thoughtful and considerate for them. And secondly, it gives us a message that the people who are physically impaired, they should not be despondent. They should not take their physical blemish to be the end of their life. Rather, they should set goals for themselves and should strive for a better life. So this is a very, very beautiful play. And we are starting, as I told you, there is very little physical action. The physical action is only in the garden of Mr. Lamb, where there it occurs, and there are only two characters, Mr. Lamb and Derry. So now we see Mr. Lamb's garden. Scene 1. Mr. Lamb's garden. There is the occasional sound of bird song and of tree leaves rustling. There is a moving sound of the trees. Rustling means the sound of the leaves moving. Derry's footsteps are heard as he walks slowly and tentatively through the long grass. Now Derry, this is the garden of Mr. Lamb. Derry enters his garden very slowly and tentatively. Tentatively means very hesitatingly. He pauses, he stops, and then walks on again. He comes round a screen of bushes so that when Mr. Lamb speaks to him, he is close at hand, and Derry is startled. He's surprised when he finds that Mr. Lamb is there. Mr. Lamb, mind the apples. Mr. Lamb tells him, mind the apples, don't touch the apples. Derry, what? Who is that? Who is there? Mr. Lamb, Lamb's my name. Mind the apples, crab apples. Those are. Wind falls in the long grass. You could trip. So he tells, Lamb is my name. Mind the apples. He says, please don't trample on the apples. He tells that those were the crab apples. Wind falls in the long grass. They have been fallen by the wind. You could trip. And he warns him that he could trample on them. So he tells him to be mindful so that he should not walk on them. Derry, I thought this was an empty place. I didn't know there was anybody here. So Derry makes his claim that he thought that place was very empty and he didn't know that somebody was living there. Mr. Lamb, that's all right, I'm here. What are you afraid of the boy? That's all right. So Mr. Lamb says, okay, that's all right if I'm here. Why are you afraid? That's all right. Derry, I thought it was empty, an empty house. So it is. Since I'm out here in the garden, it is empty until I go back inside. In the meantime, I'm out here and likely to stop. A day like this, beautiful day, not a day to be indoors. So Mr. Lamb makes it so clear in this first half of the play. He says, yes, he was in the garden. It is empty. The house is empty. Until he goes inside the house. And he then tells him that it's a beautiful day. It was not a day to stay in the house indoors. Derry is little panicked. Panicked means he's suddenly fearful. I have got to go. He says, but I have to go. Mr. Lamb, not on my account. I don't mind who comes into the garden. The gates is always open. Only you climb the garden wall. So Mr. Lamb makes his claims that don't go on his account. He says he don't mind if he has come in his garden. He says the gate is always open. And he says if the gate was open, why did he climb the garden wall? So this is all in my first video. I hope you liked it.